Well, he's a cutie pie. I might put him in Potomac. Okay, yes. Yeah, he can come right on to Potomac.
Sky Squad, we are back in the building, and we got to talk about Gizelle and these kids not wanting to be around that good GIZELLE Bryant, okay? Then we got to talk about Tami Roman, and she is not here for Dr. WENDY Osefo, okay? We got a lot to cover in today's video. Let's get down to business. Before we get started, y'all, I want to tell you guys about today's sponsor. It's Noom. Okay, so for a lot of us, we've been sitting at home, we've been couch potatoes, we've been sitting on these Zoom meetings, homeschooling kids, but really neglecting to take care of our actual health. Okay, I know for me, it's been a problem because I've been ordering a lot of food that hasn't necessarily been the healthiest. And I have to be very conscious of that because, you know, high blood pressure runs rampant in my family, okay? Rampant, okay? And so for me, this is where Noom came in. Now, I was able to take a quick survey, okay? And that survey really challenged my thoughts and belief around my time management with regards to food. I think that I don't have enough time in the day to, you know, prepare healthy meals and get healthy snacks. But Noom actually showed me that I really do honestly have the time to do so. And the cool thing about Noom is that you don't just get some type of meal plan, you also get help, okay? That's the thing that I really love the most about this. You can talk to a trained professional who understands nutrition, who is skilled at fitness, who can help you understand your behavior and your thoughts around food and exercise. That was the thing that resonated the most to me, and I feel like, you know, I feel much better now knowing that I can get some type of assistance when I need it with regards to food and what I'm doing, okay? So if you guys haven't thought about Noom, I want you to think about it, and I want you to think about taking this healthy journey along with me as we enter the holiday season. I understand you want to eat and you want to eat and you want to eat and you want to eat, but there's also a way that you can be conscious about it and be thoughtful about it as well. So hop on down in the link in my description, take this quick survey, and let me tell you something. Personally, I think it's life-changing, and I hope that you will too. So hop on this journey and let's do this thing together. Okay, so now that we done talked about that, okay, let's go ahead and stage dive into the topics, right? So I don't know if you guys happen to catch the preview for next week's Real Housewives of Potomac, but let me tell you, it looks good, okay? It looks good. I'm so glad these ladies are back from Portugal. I'm so glad, okay? But let's get into what's going on. So the scene is set, okay? It's Gizelle and her kids, all right? Her 3 beautiful daughters, okay? So really the focus is on Grace because it's her birthday. So Gizelle at the table announces, well, you know, your daddy is coming into town, okay, for a week. Grace is like, why? And she's like, well, for the family photo shoot. And they're like, okay. And so then she begins to talk about the possibility of them, you know, moving to Atlanta. She says, well, would you guys like to live in Atlanta full time? And the girls are like, never, okay? Never, okay? They want to stay in Maryland, all right? So then she proceeds to tell them, well, you know, at some point in time when we go down there, we're gonna need a place to, you know, a nice place to stay or whatever. Still, they are not amused. And so at that point in time, she can sense their discomfort. So she proceeds further. And she says this, you know, I'm going to continue to see your dad, you know. And Grace is like, well, you know, there's really nothing that we can do about that. And Gizelle is like, right. And then Grace is like, okay. And so then I don't know if it's Gizelle or one of the siblings asked, well, you know, you don't really want to talk about this today because it's your birthday, right? And she's like, not really, okay? And then somebody asked, I don't know which one it was, said, are we done yet? Are we done with these shenanigans? I mean, at the end of the day, listen, this is what Gizelle says in her interview. She says this, my daughters are overprotective of me, you know, and they don't want me to get hurt by anybody that has hurt me in the past. You think, okay? Let me tell you something. I don't know about nobody else on this show right now at this point in time and what's going on with this whole situation with Jamal and Gizelle. But what I do know is these girls are smart. These girls are clued in. They are tapped in. They know what's going on. They see you. You don't see them, okay? And you don't hear them either, okay? You ain't listening to them. That's a problem. You done raised three girls who know what time it is, who don't want their mama to be treated disrespectfully. And here you go making a mockery of yourself with this man on the national television, okay? I don't get it. I don't get it. Somebody please help me with this whole situation. Cause I hope and pray this ain't just for the paycheck and the look of it all for a reality TV show. I hope it ain't that. But then I also hope, lady, please tell me you are not really trying to run back to this mannerization that you done told all of us that you was, sucking on that thing before you went to Portugal, okay? Now, I don't know what, First Lady is going to be saying all that, but I don't know. This situation irks my soul, okay? It irks my soul. I want to move on over to that good Tami Roman, okay? Because Tami Roman, she doing the speaking, and y'all know what we like. We like Tami Roman for exactly that. And can somebody tell me why Tami Roman don't have her own talk show or her own some type of special on some type of network, on some type of thing, doing something? I understand she got the Bonnet Chronicles, podcast, but I feel like she needs something more. She need a bigger platform than that, okay? Not to say that ain't big, because guess what? She own it. But at the end of the day, I just feel like I need to see her. I need to see her on the TV screen. That's what I need to see her. Anyway, moving right on along, let's get down on what she had to say about Dr. Wendy Osefo, okay? So, this was posted on the Neighborhood Talk. A Twitter user said, raise your hand if you think this should be Wendy's first and final season. Hashtag Real Housewives of Potomac, okay? And so, the Neighborhood Talk, they posted, y'all not feeling Wendy on the RHOP, okay, with the looking eyes? So I scroll on down, and what do we have here? Tami Roman says, I like her, but not for this group. My opinion means nothing. Now, it does mean something, okay, because Tami Roman is a reality television veteran. So, obviously, she should be able to, if out of anybody, listen, we as fans can critique it, but because Tami has been on a reality television show, she know what gets down with the get down. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I'm looking at this like, oh, this is interesting. This is some interesting stuff right here. And so I think this sort of resonates with a lot of people, because a lot of people have some issues with the idea that Wendy Osefo, Dr. Wendy, asserting herself, in situations. And while I may not have but just this 1 degree in my hand, okay, I just got the 1 degree. Actually I got 2. Okay, I got 2. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure out why people don't necessarily vibe with her. And some people feel like she is a little bit too aggressive for the situations that she inserts herself in. And for some people, they just feel like she's just inserting herself in situations that have nothing to do with her, okay? So, for me, I'm not mad at the fact that she has her 4 degrees and she talks about it, because for some people, that's gonna be their thing. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's a funny thing that she, you can grab hold to and people will reminisce about, and it's memorable, okay? But I also feel like there's something to be said for inserting yourself into drama. And I get it. It's a reality TV trope. It's a way to get your name noticed. It's a way to stay relevant within the platform and within the franchise and within the context of the show. However, one need look only back at Monique Samuels and Candiace Dillard Bassett's entrances, as well as Ashley Darby's entrances onto the franchise. Now, you guys may remember Ashley Darby. She entered, I think it was after the first episode, as the sort of new girl that kind of shook things up in Potomac, because she was kind of wild. So she had her own antics that sort of really allowed her to extend her own storyline. When Monique came in, she was antagonized by Gizelle, and so that sort of extended her own storyline because she had her own fight to fight. And then even with Candiace, she was also accosted by Charisse, and not really accosted, but she was sort of like hazed by the rest of the ladies, you know, when she came in, because she was so open about her husband and this, that, and the third. And so she sort of had to learn how to fight her own battles. And there was a growth with that we got to see that happened organically. And we just haven't seen that happen so organically with Dr. Wendy Osefo. Now, I will say this, Dr. Wendy Osefo is brilliant when it comes to political commentating. I feel like that is her calling. That is what she should be doing. I feel like I want to see her excel and win at that. But what do you guys think about her having a second season on The Real Housewives of Potomac? I would be very interested in hearing what you guys have to say. Let me know down in the comment section below what you want to see. Is Wendy a one and done? Or is she a 2 and through? Or is she a 3 and stay? Okay? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Also, remember, check out the link in the description below. Visit our sponsor. It's noon. You don't want to miss out on this. Take that free survey, and I will see you guys in the next video.